What up now? Papa Daddy with y'all here again today. Got some wiring going on that I'm doing with a fan switch. Where I'm gonna relate this to car audio. The way I've wired this up is with a relay right here, and a terminal block. Got my fuse here, and I've got my switch, and I've got my fan right there. I'm actually going to do this using this device here. Maybe in this video or next video, depends on the length of this one. Yeah, let's go ahead and break this up in two parts. For right now, let's go ahead with the traditional wiring of a relay with a switch. And as you can see, I'm switching it on. And my fan lights up. So, let's just go over a few things as far as how a relay works. Oh. Okay. Just gonna try to do an air test on it. Yeah, there we go. Yep. So here's a diagram I drew out on a simple relay switch. What you have here is this being energized. This is a 5-prong relay that I am using right now. 85 gets energized from 86. Therefore, closing this switch right here, and then switching 87 on for 87A. Most of the time, 87A is not used. So 30, when this is not energized by any power, it opens up here. And when it is energized, this magnetic field pulls this switch down, connects to 87, therefore giving you power to the switch. That's all it is. Relay is just a switch. There are many different applications to wire up a relay. I'm using a Switch relay, however you say that. But this is how I got it wired up, guys. I use this application here. It's kind of hard to see because I want to write it down and wire it up. But that's 85 on the relay going to my switch, and then my switch is therefore grounded, and I'm also pulling power off of the switch as well. 87 is going to a fuse and then in line with the battery. Battery is then grounded. Power is running from here down to 86. So 87 is fused to the battery. 86 gets power, constant power. 30 is to my accessory. 87 is used a lot to the accessory, but for purposes of a low pull, I used 30. 87A is not in use. And as you can see, again, I've used a terminal block. I've got my negative here, positive there. And what I've done was position 1 here in the terminal block. I've jumped it. If you can see that, you see it's tapped into here. Jumped to these two, therefore giving these two power. Then it's jumped well, tapped into here, and giving these two, and then jumped here, giving these two a ground. So I've encompassed that into the fuse. Well, actually, I've not encompassed this into this fuse. This works individually. And again, this is just a bench test. I mean, this is not the real thing. So it's diffused to the battery. And then you got your power coming back up to here from the battery. And as I said, encompassed in here right here. And then you've got power on these two circuits. And if you look there, the fuse is connected to the relay. Again, in the drawings, that it's fused to 87 and then to the battery. So if you look, it's fused, and that goes to the battery. Same concept. And you can just envision that in your trunk of your car if you know you're running some fans. And like I said, traditionally people use a switch, turn it off, turn it on. That's if you want to do it that way. I've seen a lot of people eliminate the switch and just plug this to a remote wire, and you can do that. And then what that does is so if you do it with a remote wire, you would eliminate the switch here. On 85, and you just put your remote wire in there. So once you cut your radio on, and you have to realize it has to be 12 volt. It can't be that 1 amp wire that goes to the amp to turn the amp switch on. It has to be a remote wire, 12 volt remote wire. I think that other wire is about 5 volts. I'm not sure. Somebody can comment and correct me on that. I don't think you get enough voltage out of it to switch on anything. You just test it and see. I think that's why they separated it from the radio on some of the newer ones. And then some of the older ones you had to tap into the remote wire. But anyhow, that's a whole nother video. But yeah, right in the 85 here, you just put your remote 12 volt ACC into this wire. 12 volt ACC meaning that the car will, whenever you cut the car on, this wire gets energized, and then it shoots it in the 85. Going backwards. Pops over to 86. Because 86 is always on. 86 is always on. Look, 86. Let's see, right now it's not energized because 85 is off. So if you've got 85, once 85 kicks on, all of this kicks on. And you've got an inline here, 87 then comes on. So 87 actually comes on, and then 30 kicks. And then boom, you've got power to your accessory. Okay, so that's the concept of the switch. Look at here. Concept of the switch coming on. So it goes into there, comes out here. I hope I've simplified a relay switch by doing that. Again, there are many different applications to do this. Seemed like I got the lowest amount of pull here doing it this way. Again, most diagrams you'll see 87 going out as the accessory, which makes sense here. But you can do it this way, as I've demonstrated. There's no extra wires involved. What I would say here is, if you want to, you can. I mean, for demonstration purposes, the only reason why I've got the terminal block, I've got the power going to the terminal block here, going to the switch. Now, in the car, of course, if I'm up front, I'm not going to sit there and put a terminal block back, and run a wire all the way up front. What I will do is find a 12-volt source in the fuse panel and wire it to the fuse panel to get power to the switch, and also ground it to the chassis somewhere up under that fuse box. But I will still have to run a wire from the switch to the relay. Okay, so a couple more tries here. See that? Oh yes, just real quick. As far as this fan goes, this is a 3-prong fan. Comes with, well, I'm gonna say 3-prong. I'm sorry, 3-wire fan. Comes with a black, a yellow, and a red. Black obviously is the ground. Yellow, somebody correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think it's the 5-volt or speed control of the fan, as far as the computer goes. But that wire is not needed in this application. So the red is the actual 12-volt source. Again, I'm not sure about what the yellow wire was about, but what I do know is that the power comes out of the red wire, and that's why the fan is only doing 1 speed. Sometimes you hear your fan do a couple of different speeds in there. Is because they're hooked up to a Molex that came with this. So what I've done is cut the Molex off, eliminated the yellow wire, and just used the red and black. So yes, I do have another fan here, and it is a Sorch fan that only has a black and red wire. It doesn't have the other one, so don't be fooled by that, because I did. This fan was about $2 more. Actually, here's the pack. Is that one there? This fan was actually about $2 more than this nice, pretty illuminated fan, and it does the same exact thing. What they do is, you get scared of this yellow wire, but they all work the same. Comes on just the same, and you get a light with this one, and the other one you don't get a light. So I don't know what the big deal is. If you look very closely here, so it's not pulling a whole lot of amperage. So you got that. I'm sorry about that. And let me see. And this fan doesn't have any info on it at all, but it is a Scorpion fan. Guess you're paying for the name. But hey, that's how they make money. And again, I guess I've made this video a little lengthy. I'll go over what this gizmo is. If you haven't already clicked on the link, go ahead and click on the link. You can go to the next video, or you can sit there and watch me rattle on about nothing really. But shoot, man, that's it. On and off switch for your fan. Peace out.